Hello and welcome to a StarCraft 2 replay that I have for you today. Introducing the red Zerg spawning at the bottom right side of the map, we have FuriousDroid. And spawning at the blue top side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player, IdrA. Looks like IdrA is going to start off with a low ground pylon. Normal standard play in PvZ against Zerg. Wants to take a natural expansion first, it looks like. And the Zerg will go pool first. I mean, hatch first. Hatch first, that's what I meant. Yes. And it looks like IdrA's going to go forge first and then gateway to wall off the natural expansion. And make his way over to the Zerg base with his probe while continuing to drone. Meanwhile, Zerg player FuriousDroid is taking an extractor. He's throwing down his spawning pool, I can only guess, yep. And IdrA is going to... Looks like the Zerg player does not see this happening. He didn't send an Overlord to his natural expansion. And IdrA is... I think he's going to do some cannon cheese. Yeah. Looks like it. The Zerg player has no idea about this. If he doesn't scout this with a drone, it's not going to be good for him. And cannons going up at the natural expansion. Okay. Meanwhile... Looks like IdrA maybe wants to throw down a Nexus. Good luck, have fun comes out pretty late. Here comes the spawning pool. Yep. Production Nexus. IdrA throws down a Nexus. Okay, so he's going to fast expand himself while now the Zerg player knows that the cannons are going up as soon as this hatchery finishes. That is really, really bad. And he immediately throws down a Roach Warren, which is what you're supposed to do in this situation, I guess. Doesn't even start making a queen, doesn't do anything at this. Has the minerals for it, but scouting the Nexus with his Overlord. Okay. So he knows about the fast expand, so he doesn't have to worry about some follow-up with his cannon cheese. And, looks like he's going to make his way over to the Protoss base with some Zerglings. 4 Zerglings followed by 6 Zerglings. Doesn't look like he's researching Zergling speed, though. Instead, he's almost done teching a lair with not even a fully saturated base. And he's probably going to go for some Nidus play, if I had to guess. IdrA's Cybernetics core almost finishing up. And he really can't get through this wall off with the Zealot there. These Zerglings, they're just gonna be busy sitting there doing nothing. And IdrA will start droning his natural expansion. Start probing, sorry, whatever we want to say. Looks like Zerg player FuriousDroid has a Overlord on the top side of the map. On IdrA's side, trying to get vision for this Nidus, it looks like, I'm guessing. Yep. There it is, the Nidus network. Okay. And he has one Ravager working away at these cannons over here to get those out of the way. IdrA just continuing to saturate his natural, throwing down 2 more gateways and a Twilight Council while making a couple, just continuing to make Zealots. I guess he's scared about a Ling Bane all-in. But there's a Ravager on this side working away at the cannon, so he maybe, I don't know. I mean, he probably figures that the Zerg player is going to do some type of all-in, so he just wants the extra Zealots there. Oh, and here he goes. The FuriousDroid is going to start pushing out the Protoss player. He's going to start pushing the Protoss player with these Ravagers, doing a little bit of damage, kiting these Zealots. And he's going to continue to use Corrosive Bile to work away at those buildings while continuing to kite Zealots that move back and forth, trying to buy time. He's just trying to buy time. Warp Gate finishing up with the Cybernetics core. So it looks like he's going to start warping in some units, warping in some Stalkers, and the Stalker is going to go down before it even warps in, because the Pylon gets taken out by these Ravagers with this Corrosive Bile just working away at the buildings, doing massive damage, like as much as a siege tank. And it looks like this is going to be really difficult to hold for this Protoss player. Ravagers just doing work on the buildings, trying to throw down the Corrosive Bile. Oh, hit a couple of Stalkers, and it's right now it's 42 supply to 44 supply. But look at the army supply, 25 to 12 now. Looks like he's warping in some Stalkers up on the ramp. Has 3 gateways up top there. Luckily. Now the Stalkers are going to start working away, missing the Corrosive Biles. Stalkers are going to start microing, picking off the Ravagers. They do more damage. Corrosive Bile is going to miss again. He micros out of the Corrosive Biles. Looks like he's going to try to go for the Cybernetics core, and he doesn't. Oh, and he barely finishes it off. But there are 8 Stalkers now, and he loses the rest of his whole army. Reinforcing. No, those 3 roaches are not going to do anything against those 8 Stalkers. Moving his Overlords out of the way. Looks like they were rallied across the map. Doesn't want to lose those. And this Zerg player is just... His main is still not even saturated completely. Looks like he's going for some Nidus play, though. He's loading stuff up in the Nidus. He has 1 roach in the Nidus network. These roaches are going to apparently take out this cannon. Morphing another Ravager. Blink, about a third of the way done for the Protoss player. Warping in 4 more Stalkers. He now has 12 Stalkers out on the map. He's now going to saturate his natural expansion again. And here comes the Nidus network. What is in this Nidus? It is 4 roaches so far. Army supply is about even, but worker supply in favor of the Protoss player. 31 workers to 19. Also army in favor of the Protoss player, 36 to 26. But this Nidus is going to be doing some work. He's going to throw down some spines. I think the Protoss player just has too many Stalkers here, though. Just way too many Stalkers for the Zerg player to deal with. And he kills the Nidus, and with that, about half the army, because the army doesn't make it back into the Nidus. Half the army doesn't make it back into the Nidus. And he has 5 roaches and a Ravager. He starts throwing down a natural expansion. Looks like IdrA's supply blocked. And he's about to get more supply blocked as this pylon gets picked off. Now he has 65 out of 54. He's not going to be able to make any code. And he's taking out some Overlords. Not that it really matters. FuriousDroid has... Well... Looks like IdrA's just saying fuck the Nidus. And he's just going across the map. He just wants to try to end the game, it looks like, with his... How many Stalkers is this? With this, what is it, like 16 Stalkers? With Blink. Blink is done. And looks like he's going to pick off the Nidus. That means the units killing IdrA's base won't be able to go back home to protect FuriousDroid's base. And he's going to focus down this lair. Looks like it's a base trade going on. Army supply in favor for IdrA, the Protoss player. And with that, he picks off the lair and he recalls the Nexus to the natural Nexus. And these Stalkers are going to defend against the Ravagers. They're going to micro. And it looks like Corrosive Bile's going down. It barely misses. He moves out of the way just in time, and he blinks right on top of the Ravagers. And if he cleans this up, it looks like there's no way he could possibly lose this game. Yeah, it looks like it's GG if he cleans this up. And I can't see him not cleaning it up, even if he just A moves. So, yeah, it looks like Protoss player is just, it's GG. Well played. GG comes down. Looks like some banter going on after the GG is called. FuriousDroid says he fucked up, and IdrA agrees. Looks like the Zerg player is trying to rebuild his bases, but the Protoss player is just right here, right on his side of the map. And he doesn't even get the cancel off. He starts walking off the ramp. Zerg player just leaves the game. Looks like GG. Well played. Protoss player wins.